going through the list of my mental disorders. The first one is borderline personality disorder, which affects me throughout my day-to-day. It's a more dramatic form of bipolar. I see everything in black and white. I go from being content to severely angry at almost the drop of a hat. The next one would be the antisocial personality disorder, which is where I feel just disconnected from everyone. The next one, I have severe OCD. I am constantly cleaning. Looking around my living space right now, it is too dirty for my taste. And afterwards, I will probably clean. Another is depression with psychosis. Major depressive disorder with psychosis. Which, the psychosis is the only part that really gets me. Everyone has depression and anxiety anymore, it feels like. Which I do suffer from major anxiety. But the psychosis is what causes my hallucinations. Yes, I do hear voices, but I don't count that. I believe that is something else which I will not be covering in these. But I do have hallucinations. When I take my medication, I hallucinate bubbles floating around me. When I don't take my medication, the one I remember the most is I was with my grandmother, and she had taken me to the mall so I could get a new DVD that had just come out. And while we were driving out of the mall parking lot, a man ran in front of our car, and blood splashed everywhere, completely coating it. So, of course, I yelled, and she just turned to me and said, "Why are you yelling?" And I blinked a few times and it was all gone. Most of my hallucinations are people committing suicide. There's a crow outside. I like crows. I also have post-traumatic stress disorder, which is due to my mother, primarily. Sorry, my cat was drinking water, and I have a fountain for them to drink out of, and it's fun watching them. PTSD, yes. I'm going through treatment. It's a special program called EMDR. My psychiatrist who is doing that is very good. They agree with me on a lot of things. There is one thing that they do not agree with me on, which is a personal belief of my own, which I understand, being a trained professional, to not believe me and believe it's something else, but I still like them. I collect knives. What you're hearing is me playing with one of my knives. knives a lot. I do cut myself sometimes. I haven't in a few months. Right now I'm actually wearing the band that I had on in the hospital. I like wearing it because whenever I wear it, I eat more and I drink more, which I do have an eating disorder. It's not anorexia or bulimia, but it's very hard. I've had it since I was a child. I've gone to nutritionalists, doctors, but I don't necessarily view myself as a human, because to be human you have to have emotions. To be human you have to feel certain things, and I don't feel those. And it's not a choice. If I could be normal, I would. I would give up all these mental illnesses to be happy. I work with someone who has no mental illnesses, and it shocks me whenever I talk to them. My cat's playing. There are some parts about me that a lot of people don't like. I don't like women. And I'm not talking about in the sexual sense. In the physical sense, I just don't like women. Not to say I don't get along with women. I can. I have friends who are women, and if I'm in a public space for some reason, elderly women always talk to me. I do enjoy talking to elderly women, though. They have more respect. They will actually talk to you, and I have very old-fashioned views. So, as a man, I do like to be talked to with respect, and I view people in the generation behind mine lack a certain respect. And as I said, I'm almost in my 30s. I am still in my 20s. I will not reveal my real age. I will not reveal my birthday. I will not reveal any indicators as to where I live, other than the Tornado Alley, which is a very wide stretch in the United States Midwest. I am a man. I will say that much. Whether or not I belong to the LGBT community, I won't say. I won't say whether I'm black, white, Native American, Mexican, because none of that matters. And people put so much on their sexual orientation, gender orientation, skin color. It doesn't matter. I support rights, but I think it's stupid that all these 13-year-olds only identify their entire existence as being LGBT. When you grow up, you're not going to write down on a job, "Oh, I'm gay." Well, that's not a personality. I'm not racist. I am sexist, I will admit that, but I do believe that men and women should have the same rights. I just personally don't prefer women. And I'm not saying that stop playing with the crickets. I have a lizard, and one of my cats enjoys playing with the crickets. They knock it over, and then I have to gather the crickets again. Hey, get away. I think that's a good stopping point.